Welcome back, everyone. We are here live for the Shoot for the Moon 301 singles event. Hey, how about this? Coming in the top 8, actually, we've got Kevin Luke taking on Danny Baggish. We do have a new tournament crew in kind of effect. They're kind of learning the ropes and stuff, so we wanted to give them a little time to figure everything out. So we do apologize for the delay, but we're up and running now to bring you some quarterfinal action for this double in, double out 301 event. Looking forward to a doozy of a match here as Kevin Luke takes on the Gambler and Danny Baggish. In on the first go round for Kevin Luke. Danny's still looking for his opportunity. There it is on the board. William Stewart here of USA Darts. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We had a heck of a match earlier in the CDC finale as Joe Cheney played John Liggett, and man, oh man, 3 massive checkouts, 2 145s and a 116 for the win. We'll leave you on a surprise as to who won that one. Go check it out later. 128 look for Kevin Luke. Starts on the 18s. Was looking for a triple there to leave the bull. Didn't get it. We'll turn on some board sounds here. See if we can get that thud thud. There we go. Nice 140. It will leave a kind of a unfortunate double 15, but add some pressure to this one. Double 10's the look for Luke. On over to the double 5. Not meant to be this go around. Here's your double 15. Does he stay on it or does he split? Looking right at it. I'm going to assume he's going to stay on it, and hits it first dart as he looks back and says, yep, I got it. This should be a quick go round as it's a first to 2 leg matchup. We would hope for more toward this stage of the game, but hey, it is what it is. The old classic first to 2 leg. I wish this would be maybe a best of 5 at this point, maybe in the semifinals, maybe a best of 7 in your finals, but that's quite all right. Kevin gets the start here in this next leg. Stay there as he go over the double 18. Stays there, gets in with that third. Danny's got to get in here. Can't tell if he slid that one in the mix or not. Does not look like it did. There's Danny to get in on an 80 shot. But this is in the hands of Kevin Lucas. He's going to get the first look at a checkout with a Shanghai look on the 20s. Bag is just trying to add some pressure. Pop a triple here. He does. 93 scored. So here's the 120 look. We'll zoom in a little bit on the 20s. Looking for that double. Just on the inside. Danny Baggish looking for the 128. Does he go at it the way that Kevin did? I would assume so. That's the smart route to leave a checkout opportunity. Ooh, just into the one. And Kevin Luke ties us up to force a deciding leg. Baggish not happy with that one as it drops below the bullseye. Kevin just has to put it inside that dart as this is a closest to situation instead of the PDC rules. So here we go. Kevin shakes it off. It's in. It may be a madhouse in, but it's in. Good recovery with the third. Just quality darts there from FKL as he leaves the 160 to be the first at a look. But it's not without some pressure from Baggish. Here we go, 160. On the outside, so 121 for Baggish. Does he go the 20s? Does he go the bulls? I'm going to elect he might go for the bulls here. No, it looks like he's going for the 20s. Triple 17 for the bullseye, and he just kind of blows it off. He knows that that was his look. Same opportunity for FKL. Does he go bulls here? Yes. And there it is. Kevin Luke manages to put it away as the gambler says something to him in return. Let's see if we got that replay. I think we did here. And there it is. You can hear me once again in the background. Do apologize for that one. We'll get that situated right now. There we go. Turn that off. But all righty, I think we're going to get another match here in just a second as actually Roger Carter is going to take on Joe Cheney. This is another quarterfinal match, folks, so should be a quality match. I think they're diddling right now. We will get the TV scoreboard up for you in just a second as it looks like they're setting up now. Oh, it's okay. It's already a 1-0 affair here. Oops. There we go. We'll adjust our board mic. Roger Carter up 1-0 on Joe Cheney right now. In this one, we got kind of a side angle of our second board view here. So a little bit different, but still works for us as we're able to see the full view of these players. So once again, for those that just joined us, we welcome you to the USA Darts stream and our coverage of the 33rd annual Shoot for the Moon event here in Decatur, Alabama, at the beautiful DoubleTree by Hilton. I'll tell you what, for those that do not know Roger, this is the first time I've ever met Roger, and it's been a pure joy so far. He came back here and chatted with me for about 10 minutes behind the curtain, just chatting about his game back in the day and where he's been. Been on the Alley Pally stage numerous times, been on the World Cup team, as well as numerous international teams. So nice to see him back at it. And his son's in the same room going at it as well. Pretty cool moment. It was a 1-4-6 look for Cheney. Not going to have the opportunity now. It'll be a ton to leave 46, but Roger Carter needing double 18 to advance. And it's in there. Roger Carter will advance into the next round. And folks, he may mean business this weekend. Watch out as Roger Carter looks to bring back the old school 90s affair and win this weekend. We shall see. Well, hang on. I'm sure we'll have some more quarterfinals. If not, we'll have semifinals coming your way next. We also have our women's bracket that's about to whittle down into a final. So hang tight, folks. We'll be right back with more action here live from the 2023 Shoot for the Moon. In the meantime, how about a quick word from Danny Baggish? Here with Danny Baggish at the 33rd annual Shoot for the Moon. Danny, how many times you've attended this event?
Too many to count. Way too many.
Well, you're from the Florida area, so not too far of a distance for you. How far did you travel to get here?
Well, I used to live in the Panhandle, so it was a lot shorter. It was about 4 hours. But now that I live near Orlando, it's 10 to 11.
It's a little bit further of a distance, but you're still here nonetheless, and it's a big 7-week trek for you, I believe. You're going to head off to some WDF events as well as numerous others. Excited to make your little run here? What do you say?
Yeah. I just have to get used to it again. It's different from playing 1 match, 2 match, 3 matches, or just one event all day. Where here you're playing 2, 3, 4 events sometimes all day. So stay off my feet. I'm on a diet, so more energy, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, get those little Z's when you can, sneak them in. Maybe behind the curtain, take a quick nap or something. I feel you on that one. But good luck to you this week, and we're excited to have you back on the circuit here in the States. See how you do this year. What do you say?
I appreciate it. I appreciate you and Savan. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Alrighty, folks, just letting you all know what is happening in the background. So I'm actually going to try to pull up a bracket for you, but we've been playing it out in the background. We do have some new tournament crew going on here, so we've been trying to help them with the bracket side of things, and they're also their first streaming endeavor, so that can be a little bit difficult as well. But I'll show you what we've got coming our way. The finals of the women 301 will be up next on board number 2, which is one of our final boards. So we'll show that one in the meantime. Let me go ahead and pull up that if I can. Okay, here we go. As you can see, it's Nicole Mill. Let's go ahead and zoom that in just a touch. There we go. That we all can see. Nicole and Paula playing on board 15, and then Sandy Haas and Michelle Graybill playing on 13. So the winner of that one will play already on our final on board number 2. We'll head on over to our main menu. We'll check out the men's bracket. We're just a touch lopsided here. Oops, did I click the wrong one? I think I did. There we go. So you can kind of see some of our top 8 here. We've got a semifinal, Charles Goins and Kevin Luke, that's waiting, because as we go down here, we've got Joel Stockdale and Roger Carter playing out. And then we keep going down. It'll be Jim Widmeyer, Jason Brandon on this board right now on board number 1. So we're going to get that one next. And then we'll probably get the winner of Roger Carter and Joel and Jim Widmeyer and Jason Brandon on board number 1 or 2, and the other semifinal on board number 1. So there we go. Looking forward to it, as we will, it'll be a early evening for us here at USA Darts, but nonetheless, it'll be a long weekend for us, as we or an early night, long weekend is what it'll be. That is a guarantee. So let's see if we can pop open our scoreboard here. Looks like we're still just warming up. But we'll get underway in just a moment's time. Let me set up our board before we get going. Looks like we're diddling up now. There's our scoreboard. This is a quarterfinal match once again. Wanted to reiterate that, as it looks like we'll get our scoreboard popped up here. And we get underway. Quarterfinals of men's singles 301. Jim Widmeyer takes on Jason Brandon. William Stewart here of USA Darts. Jason shaking off that one, as he wanted to at least get in there, with Jim succeeding to get in on his first go-round. Of course, Jim, a gentleman who really heaves that dart at the board. Let me tell you what, it gets there quick, folks. He doesn't mess around with it at all. In is Jason Brandon. If he can hit a triple here, it would put him in good efforts to kind of add some pressure, but he does not. Still 71 on the board. I think Baggage was offering to chalk there for a second. Yes, he is. He's stepping in there. Appreciate him doing so. We'll see him just kind of on the outside. .104 look for Widmeyer, 16 for Tops in there. That is a 1-0 advantage for Jim Widmeyer. A red bit for Brandon. And a green bit for Widmeyer. It'll be Brandon to start us off. Did have a question in our Facebook and YouTube chat about the steel tip events. Head on over to adodarts.com. You can check out all those steel tip events that may be happening in your area. Definitely a beneficial tool. For those that may be unfamiliar, that's American Darts Organization. 107's the look for Brandon. 19s would be the route here for me. That's what he's electing. How about Tops? On the high side, still a pretty good shot or a pretty good look at it, especially with their opponent out of checkout range. Just looking to do work here. If he can hit a 180, it'll add some pressure. He elected for the 150 route to leave Tops. I don't mind that. I'd almost be tempted to stay up top though, just because. Difficult look for Brandon, as that could very well be it. Widmeyer needing 65, 25 for Tops. One dart for the win, and that is in. Jim Widmeyer will advance into the next round. There we go. It looks like we'll have our final of the women's coming up on board number 2. We'll have one semifinal coming up on board number 1 of the men's. We'll probably double dip that as we go. So let me just help them out, make sure we'll go here and get that in order. And we'll be right back with more. Appreciate you folks joining us for our coverage of the 33rd annual Shoot for the Moon tournament here in Decatur, Alabama. Alrighty, next up on board number 1, Charles Goings and Kevin Luke. Our ladies are, of course, they're going to be grabbing a beverage and or using the restroom, whatever they need to do. They'll be coming up on board number 2 here in just a second. I think their match is just concluded. So our plan of attack here is we're going to get the women's on 2. That's going to be our final. We're going to get both men's semis on board number 1. So our featured match will, of course, be the final for the ladies, since we haven't featured any ladies yet this evening, but we will be dipping and diving in between the semifinal of the men's match when we need to. So next up, Nicole Mills, Sandy Haas, board number 2, Charles Goings, Kevin Luke, board number 1. We'll get it set up. We'll get underway in just a moment. Appreciate you folks joining us on USA Darts. Friday. Sorry about that, folks. I wanted to go ahead and tell Kevin and Charles if they wanted to relax for a second and not be in a rush, they could go ahead and do that. So I think potentially we could get a good amount of that final here or a semifinal here in just a second. So it looked like they were almost going to butt up against each other, but happy to say we're going to most likely get most of our action on this match, and then we'll head on over to Charles and Kevin here in just a second. So more matches is always better. Sandy Haas, a really dominant force lately. She's, of course, the better half, and I mean better half of Mr. Joe Cheney. She's a quality shot, proving it to be here in the finals of ladies singles 301. William Stewart here, of course, of USA Darts. Appreciate you being here for our coverage today. If you have not joined us on our Facebook page, give us a like and a follow. Definitely do that. Let your friends know we're here to provide you some darting entertainment. 61 score leaves her 75. She's coming to a blank here for just a second. Trip 17 would be the ideal, and she goes right at that. Single 17 isn't bad, as it'll still leave her within range at 58. Especially with her opponent, Nicole, back on 260. I do not know much about Nicole. If you know something about her, please let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear that, and we'll drop the information here live. Double 10 for the win. Outside it is. We'll get a little closer look at our setup here in just a moment, or a little side view per se. Potentially. See if we can get that to work for us. There we go. A little side view for you folks of our setup here. Head back on over to our other camera. Sandy needing that double two, puts it in finally, she would say, as she takes the 1-0 lead in this 301 double in, double out final. Mentioned Joe Cheney. Joe actually earning his CDC tour card today at CDCQ school here at the 33rd annual Shoot for the Moon. Congrats to him, as he earned some expenses paid, as he earned a few events paid for by the CDC for coming in second. Congrats to our full sponsored player, John Liggett, was able to capitalize 5-1 over Joe. Sandy unfortunately not able to find a double in that go around. Nicole out on the scoring endeavor. Sandy wants to find her way in and wants to find it now if she can. Big double top to get herself in. She had to at least get herself in because anything can happen on the double out opportunity. We've seen it numerous times in the past. Could it be a factor here, but 83 is still a quality number if you're Nicole. She continues to chop down or chop at the tree. If she can implant another trip 20 here, it would be massive. A ton's still big because it leaves her a checkout opportunity. That is still big indeed. See Sandy, the look of content on her face. 81 pulls her down to 80. So Nicole has to find a triple here, is not able to. 52 with one dart, not a look. So here we go, Sandy Haas to kind of steal this away. 2-0 and be crowned our champion. 220s for tops. And it's in there. Sandy Haas is crowned our champion. Congrats to her. What a display. I think we have a replay here. Let's take a look here. A little bit of our previous match, but that's quite all right. As she's able to put it in, and you see the look of relief. What a match indeed. But hey, we're going to head right on over to our men's semifinal as Charles Goings and Mr. FKL, Kevin Luke, are getting ready to get underway. We'll pull up our scoreboard, and we shall do it, folks. Hang on tight. We'll get this match underway in just a moment's time as Joe Cheney grabs a pick, and I'm going to grab a couple as well. All righty, these guys will take their last few warm-ups before we get underway. And to run up there and snap a few photos as we try to multitask by ourselves this weekend. Always a task, but a task we are up for. Congrats once again to our ladies champion Sandy Haas, as well as Nicole Miles. It's Miles, who took second place. Good for her. These guys will take their last couple as they were so willing to let me go ahead and make sure they don't start with that. Hold on. All righty. Just telling Whit, and who is that gentleman that he'll be playing? Feel bad not knowing. Honestly, I should know as I just saw it, but Whit's playing Joel Stockton. There we go. Or Stockdale, sorry. My apologies. Alrighty, we should be getting underway here now as our chalker steps up. We'll pull up our bowl here as Kevin Luke and Charles Goings get underway. Like I said, we'll see if Jim and Joel are gonna help us out and wait patiently for a leg or two, or if they're just gonna get underway. No matter what, we'll be getting the finals next of our men's 301. Well, here we go. Kevin Luke underway with a nice start of 101. See if Charles can come up with an answer. Okay, I guess it's going to be Chuck, even though it says Charles on the screen. Just kidding. I saw it on his shirt. We get a couple people in here hanging out in the booth, helping us out. We appreciate that. Also, thank you folks for joining us for our action here. I think that's in there. That is going to have to still hope for the best here as Kevin Luke's sitting on a ton after 6. Hoping to put this one away. Potentially. Just 3 fat 20s will do as he's going to come right back for more. Double top, if it's not hidden from us. Inside, double 10, inside there as well. Opportunities after opportunities. You can't give much of those or else your opponent's going to take advantage here. 156 needed. Well, it won't happen here, but it very well could happen next go around if Kevin doesn't watch out. Double 5 is the look. Does he go right at it? I would assume so. In there with the second dart. Kevin Luke up 1-0 in this semifinal. This is a race to 2-leg match. Best of 3, of course. I'm digging that visor of Chuck's. I'm going to need to bring back the visor myself. I'm digging it. 225s there. They'll re-cork. A nice red bit there from Kevin. That'll certainly help as it puts the pressure on Chuck, and it's outside. So here we go. Kevin Luke with the advantage, 1-0. Could potentially win this right here. We shall see. It looks like Jim and Joel are getting underway. We'll hop right on over there after this match. Tough darts there for Chuck. nice, I say 160 in, but 101 is still a good one, especially adding some pressure to the throw of Kevin Luke. Kevin will get the first look, but nice ton 40 would be amazing. Not going to happen here, as he's going to leave a buck 40 instead. Here we go. 80 is the look for Kevin Luke. We'll have to scramble down and leave himself tops, and it's only if he gets the opportunity now, because Charles could hit this 95. That'll leave 76. Trip 20 for double 8, or he could go double-double. I don't see a reason to, though. And that's exactly what he elects. He says, no way am I going double-double here. Here we go, FKL for an opportunity into the finals. In there as he manages to put it in. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. He will advance, as we will take a look here. Right into the heart, looks back, gives a finger point. Good darts to Kevin Luke. We'll take a look at our scoreboard here for Jim Widmeyer and Joel Stockdale. .78 for Joel, 20 for tops, and he unfortunately misses the fat number. You can't do that when you're playing a player the likes of Jim Widmeyer. I think Jim just taking a second to kind of recollect. Maybe wasn't happy with the sound here in the room. It's in there as he manages to win the leg. A 50 there for Joel. Widmeyer with a 25, so Joel with the look. I hate you so much, Danny. He's gonna have to work his way on over. I'm pretty sure that is right in there. Good step over, as it's a 32 in. Jim doing exactly what he needs to. Look at this, 160 in. Oh, it's not a 160, but a 120 is great. And pressure added from Joel. This is a good leg here. It's got to collect here to pull this down, add the massive pressure to the 152. 55 is not enough pressure, I feel. Oh, 140 from Joel. I'll leave him double 6. Unless Jim can collect a 126 here. Needs the trip 19 to leave bowl. Let's take a closer look. Inside there. Oh, a double 3. Always a tough one for me and a tough one for many others. It's 80 for Jim. 220s for tops. One of his favorite checkouts. And it's A favorite indeed. Jim Widmeyer advances into the finals, folks. Let's take a look at the replay. 20-20 for tops. A nice little fist bump. Jim Widmeyer will advance. Your finals will be Kevin Luke versus Jim Widmeyer next, right here on USA Darts. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with that match.
Roger Duncan, Jerry Smith, Willie May, Randall Lewis, board 16. Jerry Smith, Roger Duncan, Willie May, Randall Lewis, board 16.
All righty, folks, here we go with our finals. It's going to be Jim Widmeyer taking on Mr. FKL, Kevin Luke, Captain America, FKL. This is going to be a good one, folks, as it's our final of singles. 301, double in, double out. Here we go with this good match. So we got some raffles going on in the background. Kevin Luke starting off hot with a nice double 20 to begin this final. William Stewart here. We appreciate you joining us for this evening's coverage. Jim does find his way in on the double 4. Not the ideal in, but it's in nonetheless. I'm kind of tempted to ask, and no, we'll just leave that one be. 117, looking for more. Does collect. It's a 136, adding some pressure here to this 139. Quality shot to leave tops for Luke. Wid did have an opportunity before that unfortunate single one. Here we go, Kevin Luke, double top to go 1-0 up in this first to 2-leg final. Inside, unfortunate. Wid for 76. Double 8 to steal the leg away over the double 4. His in on this leg. Tricky stuff here in our final. Kevin with the first dart is a 13 dart leg opener, a 69.46 average for him. We'll cork every leg in this one. 25 bit for Wid. $25 bit for Luke. In the heart, the dead center for Luke. And Wid outside. So here we go. Luke with the advantage to start in this leg. Not happy with that one. He's going to have to whittle his way around and find a new number. He chose double 19. I don't know if I personally agree with the double 19 route, but if it works and gets you in, it gets you in. He was looking for as many points as he could. That's what he's essentially doing there. As Danny Baggish is behind me going, well, yeah, duh, Will. Over the double 18. No, he stayed right there and can't find his way in once again. I would love to see a best of 31, but a best of 3 going the distance would be ideal. As long as it's the distance. Two big, massive trip 20s, a 129 there for Wid. Pressure, what pressure? Quality 105 to leave 96. So here we go. Kevin Luke, 96 for the win, folks. Great marker. Inside on the double 8. Back to Widmeyer. He needs it to force a decider. Unhappy there as he can't put it in. Kevin Luke, though, can, as he will be crowned your singles 301 champion here at the 33rd annual Shoot for the Moon. He's like, hey, can I get my high five or what? Let's take a look here at that second dart in. He nods his head in approval. Kevin Luke, your champion. Jim Widmeyer coming up in second in this one. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us this evening, as we are into only blind draw for this evening. To give you a look at tomorrow, let me pull up my schedule here. Join us as we will be live at probably 11, maybe a little bit after, as we'll probably let our first round get underway, let the tournament kind of crew get their first couple rounds underneath them before we come at you with some men's singles 501, ladies singles 501, and then to follow it'll be mixed triples in the middle of the day. That's a unique one. Don't really see that often, I would say. Ladies doubles and men's doubles begins at 4 and 6, and then mixed doubles later on in the evening. We may not cover a lot of that event, but we'll cover some. For Sunday, our youth adult begins at 9 a.m. We'll bring you the finals of that event. Ladies doubles begins at 11 with men's doubles, and then ladies singles and men's singles cricket begins at 1. Hopefully enough time for us to bid adieu and wrap up before the Super Bowl as my Chiefs take on the dreaded Eagles. Go Chiefs! Right, everybody? All righty, 500 on the line. We might as well make it big money for Will. Okay. All righty, folks. Thanks for joining us for our coverage this evening of the 33rd annual Shoot for the Moon event. We appreciate you joining us. Take care. Join us tomorrow for more action here from Decatur, Alabama. We look forward to seeing you. Good night.